Howdy, gamers.
Howdy.
Hey.
Who's ready to play?
I could do some gaming.
I'll think about it.
Can't believe.
Okay, I thought about it.
Can't believe I didn't get a single me.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Ah.
Nuck, come back. Nuck, please.
Hold on, I have to do some. Wait, no, go back. I have to do some empty DM planning with you. Hold on.
Okay.
I have to run the intro. One by one, your footsteps join the echoes of the dark cavern around you. Brushing up against the ghostly blue flowers adds whispers or screams to the chorus around you. It's hard to move quietly here. Ortix, you stand at the front of the party. The cavern in front of you interrupted only by those patches of blue. After the events of the pulley, what's going on through Ortix's head now that he's past the point of no return?
I think Ortix came into this pretty much prepared not to go back until he's done. So I think Ortix has been past the point of no return for a while now. I think he's just, at this point, it's just forging on ahead to see what's next for him to conquer and discover in this new layer, or this new level.
So going through the cloud barrier and such didn't really faze him any more than entering the hole in the first place. Just time to go deeper.
It's just walking through a new doorway. He's been in the building and he's trying to find a way through. That started when he got on this island.
A very, very good analogy. With that being said, we are going sort of straight into exploration for the day. Your guys' last rest was just before the pulley. And you guys have done 2 encounters, including like the fight with Bastille on the pulley. So 2 out of your 8. There's also people wounded currently, both the actual status effect and missing health. What is your guys' plan? You guys are about an hour into these caves.
Keep trucking.
Yeah, I think for now we can't really afford to stop now that we've entered this cave.
I mean, why
we don't-
not?
I mean, the out
We don't-
is right there.
It's true.
No,
but
that's just into more caves.
Yeah.
the out is behind us.
Yeah.
About
We could
an
go
hour.
back
True.
out.
At this
could go
point,
back
it's about
out.
an hour behind you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why can't we afford it to just stop right now?
Well, because we
Yeah,
don't
we
know
can-
if the cave walls are gonna start moving again.
That'll be fine. We can just adjust. But I think we should just move forward until we find
moving forward. Yeah.
a better place.
That was the plan.
Cool. With that being said, any 10-minute breaks to do things, or right back onto the field?
Are we good to do like exploration activities, or is that not?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. We needed to talk about exploration activities as well, since we forgot to re-talk about them last time. But on top of that, if there's any like treat wounds, take a breather, investigates, anything of the sort that you guys would like to do. I can't remember if you guys have any unidentified items on you. I think everything you have is currently identified. So
I don't
Yeah.
think we have any unidentified ones. If I'm not doing identifying anything, I'm just doing the 20 spell prep. And
okay, cool. If you guys aren't
Keep in mind
taking
the same.
if you guys aren't doing any 10-minute activities, then looking at exploration, we currently have Ortix scouting, Soba searching, Azadan repeating a spell. I believe that's douse, right? The
Uh,
douse, the rousing splash.
yeah.
And then Thinis is currently has pursue a lead selected. Since we haven't talked about it in a minute, what are your current leads that you're pursuing? What is the current questions that you have?
I believe so. One of them is outdated, so I need to change it because it was the kobolds and where they were coming from.
Mhm.
And then my other one, I believe, is still the journal.
Okay.
I would say that my lead that I'm going to switch out now is probably the what we heard from the flowers, like the screaming plus the um possibility of there being a beast in the caves.
Oh yeah, it was a basilisk,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So posing the actual question, what is the question going to be?
The question is going to be how big is a basilisk and or uh is it still alive running around?
Awesome.
Getting them around.
Cool. With that being said, then, so you guys would be moving at half speed with everybody doing their thing. So, since Azadan has the lowest speed at 25, the half rounded down would be 10 feet, which would mean you guys can move a mile in an hour. So, with that being said, as you guys truck on, let's give ourselves another roll of Fates die. A 7.
It is fate die.
Let's go.
Unless it's bad, then let's not it.
Cool. Let me get things set up. If you guys would like to talk amongst yourselves while I do that.
I imagine just going through these caves. Soba is probably just like eating rations at this point while slithering along, staying behind Ortix, looking around, making sure the walls aren't shifting. Not really piping up with any of his loud nonsense as per usual.
Yeah, tries their best to like put their ear to a wall at one point and like not touching a flower and seeing if they're shifting. If they don't hear anything, they're just not worried about the walls anymore.
Thinis is like so focused on the basilisk that he's actually going to ask you when you do that. What are you doing?
As it
Yeah.
I don't know. But as an end like signals to Silva, I figured I'd reassure them about the walls later if it becomes a problem. And
Oh, smart.
yeah, I don't really care either way. If we stuff starts moving in here, we're in here already. We're not leaving that fast.
Unless it completely caves in on us, crushing us entirely.
As an end just shrugs. Like not a whole lot I could do about that one personally.
It is around this time that Ortex, probably you, since you are scouting ahead slightly, you hear a crossroads up ahead. You see a figure run from like one side of it to the other, and then quickly scurry away, following behind or somewhat behind. You guys find yourselves
Whoa. So what did I see pass by? Or did I not really get a good look?
not a very good look. They looked vaguely humanoid. Um just sort of a shadowy figure that was up ahead of you and ran ahead. With that being said, as you guys step forward here, you hear a scream echo through the cave from up ahead, and then a thud.
I'm gonna go see if I can't sprint up to see what happened. How do you light a torch?
Huh.
I feel like I should have one, but
You do have a torch.
If you need a light,
There
let
should
us know.
you put it in one. You equip it to one of your hands, if you want one.
Okay.
And then in your actions,
oh, I
that
see.
should be torches.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is bright. Anyway, I only need one hand free, so this is fine. Trudging on ahead to see if I can't find the source of the scream. I'm gonna hold around this corner for a moment.
I'm
then
gonna
s-
follow somewhat close behind, but I'm gonna roll a stealth check here.
Oh yeah. That's a good
Alrighty.
idea.
Some avoid
Also-
notice.
Is Ortix being stealthy at all?
Nice, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay. I will
We'll see
also-
what the dice roll says.
I'll also hopefully be stealthy.
Gonna take a step forward.
All right. I'll say from here, Ortex, as you rush on ahead, you see across the room a looming shadow from about here in this darkness. And in front of that looming shadow that sort of cuts off the light a little bit, you see what seems to be a human with a large sort of box that has clattered to the ground beside them, partially opened with some of the contents spilling out of it. They seem currently unconscious.
Oh, there. Uh-oh. I'm seeing if I can't get a better look into the room before sprinting in.
As your light shines into the room, you see
What is
that large figure come into view, and they turn to look towards the light and the sound of your footsteps as you see a large creature step into the dim light, their single eye looking down towards you.
Hmm.
You hear them mutter something loudly and gruffly as you enter, but you cannot understand them.
Well, I guess there's can't really communicate. It looks rather large and menacing. And I'm not really sure how to handle this situation.
So, you
Is
can
there
with your
sorry, go on.
imprecise scent, you smell before you see as you round this corner, the blood, bones, and sort of flesh that surrounds the creature in the midst of the room.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Uh,
A nest of swords.
does the person who's unconscious look bloodied, and does that big guy's weapon look bloodied?
His weapon, I will say it does look bloodied. At a glance, you cannot tell if it is fresh or not.
What
Is
about
there
the
s-
girl? Or is it hard to tell?
Hard to tell from this far away without, making rolls and the such. I will say, since you were searching before Soba, I will let you roll a perception check here, without worrying about turns or anything like that. Turns or time.
Hidden or
Yeah, hidden.
is there a skill to like interpret language or like try to speak to someone with a language you would understand? Because I know it's in Starfinder, and I don't know about here.
Interpret language.
Yeah, just like try to understand what the guy is saying.
Is a decipher writing
That's not the
isn't
same.
quite the same. I would say recall knowledge, the thing here, recall knowledge society would largely cover it. So, but upon further inspection, uh, looking over Ortix's shoulder, you can see that the blood on the weapon is not fresh, and at most, the human on the other side looks concussed. Um, they are unconscious, but they do not seem bloodied.
Every time that we encounter a single guy and initiative is not rolled immediately is when I'm most worried.
You can't perfectly pin down what the language is. It's either Jotun or Draconic.
Well, I know one of those, so I know which one it isn't. I think.
If I had to guess, I could, but Soba couldn't, so I'm not going to.
Unfortunately, you do not know any Jotun, but you recognize like one or two of the words.
It's okay.
As like
Yeah,
like
I've heard someone speak it, but not
mm-hmm.
that I know like the words.
Yeah. You can get the vague meanings, and you know that they're asking a question. It's just hard to know what they're asking.
Looking to my left and looking forward, does it just look like the cave goes on?
It looks like you can certainly tell from the left side of the room that it is like an enclosed room. The edge of your light sort of peters off. Ortix, you wouldn't be able to see much past where the human is, lit up by the flowers in the room. So it's hard to tell how deep the room goes. Glacial, however, can see that the room sort of opens up into further tunnels at the top of the room. So this is an exit.
I think Ortix wants to try to avoid combat as much as possible. So I think looking towards the creature, he'll just sort of stand upright, point towards the unconscious human, point towards the exit, and just say, "We just wish to get through. We do not wish to fight if it doesn't come to it."
They squint their eye down towards you, take a step in between, not necessarily you and the door, but you and the person, and they say, "Pray."
I have another question. Am I allowed to try diplomacy with someone whose language I don't understand necessarily?
Well,
Instead of word
Well, he just said that in common.
yeah, but I don't know how much common they naturally know.
if you're speaking to somebody, I mean, you can always roll to make an impression. It just depends on if they don't understand the language, then just like intimidation, it is a -4. But I mean, it seems like they at least know some common.
I need to find my mortician.
You have to be talking to them for at least a minute, which would be the case so far.
We have the cool ingredients in our somewhere, right? Look, I can't find it.
I have a special ingredient on me.
Was any do any of them remember it was meat?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
I think I just want to kind of try to offer them rations or like ingredients to see if they'll like trade off.
I mean, as far as basic ingredients and stuff like that goes, I imagine it's mostly vegetation, right?
So no, I feel like we've had meat at some point, but I can't actually remember if any was.
I know we've skinned stuff for parts before, like the soup says.
I think that's what your special ingredient is from. I'm trying to remember which creature it was.
It was a boar, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You guys got, I believe, a basic ingredient and a special.
Well, if Azadan wants to propose a trade, I can see if he's interested in the special ingredient that we have.
Because I have high charisma, so I can try if it's that, but I'm unsure.
Well, I'm not really sure how to proceed otherwise, because it seems he doesn't want to let go of his prey.
Well, there's always option B.
Hmm. He is rather heavily armed.
My arms are heavy as well, brother.
Ortix will nod at that.
there's a quiet sigh from the back of the hallway.
Ortix will take the special ingredient out of his bag and offer it as to see if he's interested, and then perhaps propose a trade.
Point at the meat, point at him, point at the girl, point at the party.
Well,
He is squints over to what you're holding out, and he takes one hand off of this hulking battle axe that he's carrying and motions for you to come closer. I need
will-
see.
Ortix will cautiously take a couple steps forward.
He sort of sniffs the air and looks down at the cut of meat. Boar.
Ortix will nod.
Roll to make an impression. Yes.
Don't ask me to do that.
You are the one who's doing this. You could have given it to Azadan if you
yeah.
really
Is there a way for me to help by like having proposed the trade?
Yeah, you could roll to aid if you would like to. Aid using diplomacy.
How bad could your diplomacy check possibly be, Nuck?
+0.
Oh. I have diplomacy. I just would
Can I
rather go
just-
to option B, so I did not.
Can I just roll diplomacy? Because I can't figure out what
Yeah,
the.
yeah, you can just roll diplomacy.
Well, that's pretty good.
Ooh, that is a
Success.
critical success.
Does that give me a
for
+2?
aid. Well, +2, I believe so.
I'll take a 14.
He stares at you and stares at the cut of meat and says, "Not enough."
I have more.
Mm,
Sobel will walk up. I have lean, raw, juicy, succulent. I rage.
Alright.
Well, if he lets me walk right up to him, I rage as soon, like I look like I'm reaching behind my back, like into one of my pouches, and as soon as I get right up to him, I'm just gonna throw a haymaker at him.
All right.
Yes, this is what we're doing now.
With that being said, let me make this encounter. I will say he would probably start being cautious of what you're doing, with you being around here. Like as soon as you sort of
That's
start
fair.
to step past Ortex, this is where we're going to be rolling initiative.
That's fair.
Uh,
That's where I would lunge, probably.
yeah.
Ortix seeing, probably getting idea of what Soba's planning to do.
You're-
He'll put the meat away.
You're like looking to see what he's like grabbing in his back pocket, but he's really just balling up a fist.
Ooh, I don't like that roll very much.
Cool. With that being said, let me do two things. The first is let me press this button, and the second is let me press this button. Dennis, what would you like to do?
Yippee. I would like to. I'm gonna take action and move there. Let me hit it with that sick devise a stratagem to shoot it. Hey, I'm not gonna shoot it, guys. Just
Ooh.
letting you know.
It's okay. Don't you still get a recall knowledge?
It is true. You do still get a
Yeah,
recall
I do.
knowledge.
And I'm gonna be looking for. I want to know how hard I have to hit it, aka AC.
Ooh. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know this information. As you look at this thing, sort of observe its armor, and it's probably as you take out your coat pistol and aim it, you feel your heart sink for a second, as you realize this thing is pretty heavily armored, at least its limbs. It has an AC of 21.
Oh, me too.
I will also give you one follow-up question as a result of the critical success you got.
Can I know any elemental weaknesses or resistances?
As you're scanning for, weaknesses, gaps in its armor, you recall sort of learning of giants, and specifically this type of giant, these cyclops. And you know that they have no weaknesses, resistances, or immunities.
Okay. Let me think. I'll use my Aeon Stone to cast Shield on me.
Alrighty. And with that, Azadan, what would you like to do?
Okay, I can get a laser out from here, right? Like, there's nothing obstructing.
You're shooting through allies, technically.
Yeah, which is fine. It would just be a +1 to its AC. It would get lesser cover.
And I can squeeze past allies, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can move through ally spaces for free.
Is this originating area, like square, accessible to me, or
Yep.
Is that like okay?
Yep.
Shared action. Then I want it to do a reflex save.
Ooh. Range of 30 feet. It is in range. Let me roll.
Whoa.
And it fails.
Damage.
Well, and
Two ones and a 2.
Creature that
okay.
critically fails.
This is good information.
Okay, that's for if it critically fails. It is off guard.
yeah, it's not, unfortunately.
As you catch it off guard, coming around the corner and blasting it with a spout of water, it is now its turn. I'm going to approach.
It's too late.
Dude,
Whatever.
it's so big it left a hole on. It looked like a marking on the floor. Look at that shit.
It is then going to swing its big old axe perpendicular to the ground as it tries to swing at both Soba and Ortic.
Oh, cool.
Nah.
Cool.
You shouldn't swing at me. Not on my birthday.
It does seem to hit both of you.
Oh, he only rolls once for both of us?
Smiles.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. I was waiting for a second roll. I'm like, yeah, he'll miss me for sure.
It is one swing, I guess.
And I know the fighter ability cleave. I think is a single attack as well.
Let me roll damage. You both take
Ouch.
15.
Ooh.
And that
Okay.
ends its turn.
Okay. Well, at least it was 2 actions. That's good.
I'll let Nook go first.
Me?
You're gonna have to move either way, so you might as well just move into flanking. Smiles.
That was the plan. These are both acceptable flanking positions, right?
Yep, you just have to be able to draw a line from one side to the other of the creature.
I'm stepping up. I'm punching it. My single free hand. Just two quick hits.
The 1-2. And give me those rolls. A 21. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that first one is going to hit.
It's
Cool.
because the dice bumped into the other one.
Only a fortitude save.
Alrighty.
I feel like he's probably good
I
at these
can do
ones.
that.
I guess he would. that succeeds. So it
Might
has
as well.
incapacitation on it, so he has to crit fail in order for it to do anything. But I have
well.
one more action.
Hey, there's always the chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's so good. I don't have to do anything. I just have to hit him, and he has to roll a fortitude save. I
That
have
7 is the damage.
I would like some free information, and I'm going to try to trip it with assurance. And does it have higher than 22 reflex save?
Wait, 22?
Yeah, is its DC higher than 22? My athletics is plus 12.
Oh, you don't get your APB for that.
Then it's plus 11.
Yeah. With assurance, you do manage to topple this beast as it still hasn't quite turned around to you. It falls forward flat.
I sweep its legs. It wasn't very nimble when it tried to dodge Azadan's staff, so I thought that maybe I should take a chance. And it worked.
A good thinking. Soba, it's your turn.
Punch. I was trying to use the macro, and this is how I'm rewarded.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, well, do it again.
That with off guard is going to hit.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Give me some damage.
10 damage.
And
Nice damage.
bonk.
And then we'll demoralize. As this, he bops him when he's laying on the ground. He's just gonna give him a cold stare and try to shake him up a little. And that is going to be an intimidation check. Ooh. One day Soba will be good at these.
What do you do to try to intimidate them?
He's just like kind of looming over him because now for the moment he's taller than him because he was tripped.
Mm.
So he's just gonna kind of loom and stare down at him after kind of bopping him once.
He turns back to you, or like looks at you face to face and just screams back. He is completely unfazed.
All right, and that is my action. So again, yippee!
Thinnest.
No. They get it's
I'm gonna devise a stratagem again to shoot it. Still not good, but it's fine.
Well, it is currently off guard to you because it is prone. So
I still don't think it's enough though.
What's your usual to hit? Would it be 7 plus?
I believe it's 7 plus 9 currently.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
unfortunate.
It is plus 10, but that still isn't quite enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Level 3, baby. Woo!
Yeah. I'm still gonna do my recall knowledge check. This time to know its will save.
Trying to cook up some dubious knowledge.
Don't tell us that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of dubious knowledge is I
Right.
get to tell you a lie and a truth. So it's already kind of obvious since I'm telling you two things. You know that its will is somewhere in the ballpark of 8 to 12.
Okay. Awesome. I will move through here and attack with my sword cane.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice
Pretty
roll.
nice. Pretty nice.
Pretty good.
That is a nice roll. In fact, nice enough to hit. Only some damage.
Oh, crazy.
Pretty nice damage.
Nice.
Pretty nice damage.
Bit by bit.
Why did I take the damage?
GM!
Hey!
GM's cheating!
Had wrong character selected. Sorry.
Self-immolation roll goes crazy.
GM's cheating!
We forgot about the mirror shield.
Why did that happen to
Hey.
Thinness again?
Can you unselect Dennis, please? Thanks.
I'm literally selecting. Oh
It's
my
funny because
God.
Thinis also rolled the Fates die earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? Wait, what color are you? Do you have yourself selected? Do you have yourself targeted?
Yeah, I cannot
Okay, can you? Yeah.
go for it.
Cool. Let me.
Why would that affect you though?
Because essentially he was aiming it at the Cyclops or at himself. Like he had himself select. I'll just manually input it since the
Yeah.
I
prompt is now
see.
fucked.
I see.
Reveal your true
That's how
self.
that
That's so strange because it's not how it used to work, but it's okay. I'll just remember that
It's
now.
yeah, it's for the like T targeting.
Yeah.
In which case, it would now be Azadan's turn.
I want to try. Who took more damage, Soba or Ortex?
They
Wait,
both
we
took.
the same.
we took the same
Sorry,
damage.
Who has the least amount of stamina now?
I have 14 out of 24.
I have 20, or I'm sorry, I have 18 out of 27.
Any words on Ortex?
Yeah, I think they'll just say like, "You've probably fought bigger. Just walk it off."
Cool. Give me the diplomacy check.
That fails, by the way.
Vortex is fairly sure he has not fought anything bigger than this.
He has.
It could just
Oh,
be the
Or so
words
he would
are
do to believe.
lost in the midst of battle as
That's fine.
Ortex can't hear him too well over the sound of whooshing fists.
whooshing fists and, you know, everybody's ears still ringing after
The roar.
the roar of the Cyclops.
And actually, because of this, whatever it hits is so loud that they don't hear it.
Ortex would lead you to believe that he has actually fought larger creatures.
Is that your fun fact for this week? Or is...
It can be. Whether or not you believe that Ortex has actually taken on a sea serpent and won is up to you.
Can I have a reflex save?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Damn,
Failure
for being on
again.
the ground.
6 damage, baby.
Yeah, you don't hear it over the blast of water hitting it.
You still have one act together with Glacial, one action that Glacial can do.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. Cool beans. Just making
I
sure.
don't think I can do anything right now that's not moving towards, and I don't want to do that.
Understandable.
I picked the defense option in the RPG. Just stand there.
Perfect. In which case, it is going to be the Cyclops' turn as it takes its first action to stand back up, and for its second action, it is going to take a swing at both Thinis and Ortix as it turns around to hit the one that tripped him. Roll this.
Not a crit.
Just barely not a crit on this. And you
Yeah.
matter, but...
A little close.
These rolls are a little scary on the strikes. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyways, I'm going to need both of you to take 20 slashing damage.
Eesh. Ouchie. That one makes a wound.
Yikes.
As it gets up, sort of, it was facing towards Soba, and just dragging its great axe across the ground and sort of in a half circle around it, swings through Thinis and Ortix.
Eesh.
Ortix, it is now your turn.
My turn. You already know. I stance up after receiving this deft blow. And that sucks. How about this one? That's pretty good. I'll
That
take
is going to hit.
I also need a fortitude save from you. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Anyways, I sweep the legs again and knock him back down to the ground.
Probably you see an opportunity as like he tries recovering from that huge swing around him, and he's like sort of teetering with the axe on his other side, and you just see the opportunity and kick his other leg out as he drops to the floor once more. Soba!
Punch.
6.
Everybody does have
You know
a
what?
hero point. Well,
Yeah, he's rubbing his hands together.
Alrighty then.
that is going to hit because it is prone and because you're flanking.
Let's do some damage.
Punch it.
Another 10.
A deft blow as it topples.
Another 6 on the die.
You'll never guess. A third one. Alright.
That's a 10.
Is it?
You rolled 2 6s and 2 10s.
Yippee! I'm consistent. Pass turn. Not yet. Soon.
Dennis is backing the fuck up as you should.
I have to go. I have to leave. I did my damage and now I'm gone. I will once more devise a stratagem to shoot it.
Alright. Ooh!
I'll
pretty
take
good
that one.
stratagem.
It's a pretty
16?
good one. I see the guiding line.
You had to get up close to find it.
Yeah, I guess so. My recall knowledge will be for blind spots, like because if it's one eyeball.
Usually just anywhere around the sides, I think.
You never know. You never know.
This is how we learn it has tremor sense.
You
Ah.
learned that it surprisingly, from what you remember of Cyclops, despite them only having one eye, they're extremely perceptive. They don't have a lot of blind spots.
That's crazy. Anyways, I'm going to shoot it in its eyeball.
Yo.
Stupid MF. Bang!
I mean, not target myself this time. Smiley face. Why would it hit a 12?
Did you unclick your stratagem?
No.
Well, we already know what it is because you had a 16 plus 10, so that's a 26.
Yeah.
So just roll the
26.
damage.
I feel that.
Strategic strike.
The shot rings out.
Yeah, in the dense cave. Everyone's ears are ringing.
Yeah, so it's covering their right ear.
They know
Loud
the
as
drill
fuck
by
in this-
now.
Yeah.
It's loud as fuck in this room.
That is fucking this fucky ass room. As a
Has it
dad.
been?
If how much is it? Is it possible to force feed people potions when they're conscious?
Yeah, you can still apply a potion to somebody.
I would think of it more like offering a potion if they're conscious.
Mhm.
I want to flavor it as just reaching to their side and feeding it them as a potion.
Dennis
Like
takes the
just
shot
putting it in their
as,
mouth.
as Dan with one earplug takes out the bottle and just shoves it in their mouth after they take the shot.
Yeah, you know, in old
slapping a
cartoons
binky.
when there's a baby crying, they just like pop the bottle in their mouth and they shut up,
Yeah.
just like that. How many actions is that?
One.
Okay,
one,
cool.
yeah.
It's an interact action.
Yeah.
As long as it's not in your backpack or something.
Mm. Or not somewhere like accessible. Assuming you keep them on like your belt or something like that.
Yeah, just
In your
use
kimono.
that.
Mm.
Oh,
Ooh,
small.
healing.
Okay, demonstrate that.
Yippee.
Yabay.
And there's no point in doing the bigger stuff or weekend rather. I need a reflex save.
Woo, yeah, reflex saves. Oh my god, a success.
save.
Succeeds.
It takes half damage, so roll damage.
3 damage.
Half. 3 damage. There's still damage on the board.
My turn
Oh, near death. I like to see that.
is yeah. was
I'm
thinking-
probably also near death. Surely it won't take a swing at me, right?
Well, I wanted to rest to fuel my wands, but
Surely it won't take a swing at me, right?
Mm.
Sub is right there.
Standing up, Ortix, you see as it uses its weight or its momentum from getting up to sort of spin itself. And as it's spinning the axe towards you, you see its eye go fuzzy. Like instead of being able to see its pupil, it glows this like slight blue, similar to that of the flowers around the cave,
Okay.
and clouds over as you go to like nimbly dodge out of the way of the axe, but the Cyclops course corrects to where you are.
Future
Soba
vision.
and Ortix, you are both
Okay.
hit by the axe.
Wait, that is a wide fucking swing. What the hell?
Oh, it can just say I hit you. I got it. All right.
What kind of fucking move is this?
And it is going to roll damage.
It has future vision and it can. I'm down.
It is a normal hit, so it is not a crit. So go to dying 2, since you are currently wounded 1.
Wounded.
Oh, good thing you saved your hero point.
It's okay, my friend's got this.
And that is going to be his whole turn.
I can't believe it has fucking future vision, bro. That's crazy. Since when did Cyclops have that ability?
If I roll another 6 or 10, I'm gonna do it for real. Let's go for normal attack.
Yippee!
One.
Wait,
No, you're not,
not
flanking,
flanking
anymore.
And he's
Ooh,
not.
damn.
He's not on the ground.
I can hit it.
No.
I can hit it. It's flanking.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Alright, give me one more swing. Give him the hit.
Soba's gonna let out a roar after whiffing a couple times, and his scales are gonna like kind of shimmer a little bit, like they're vibrating, and he is going to gain back 13 stamina.
Oh, I can fucking do that. I should have. God damn it!
I
forgot
don't know
about
why
that,
you
actually.
didn't.
It's a
'cause
new-
I forgot I had that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new feat. This
It's
is you
there.
guys' first like actual fight since level 3, so
I
that
forgot
is-
about that. Fuck my life.
That's the end of my turn.
I even picked it up specifically for shit like this.
I will reload. I will devise a stratagem. Nope. Well, man,
If you devise a stratagem, do you have to use that roll?
yeah.
Oh. that's
for
unfortunate.
that particular thing that you're looking to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for this instance, it'd be shooting.
Which, if there were multiple targets, Thinnus could say like they swap targets and shoot a different one instead. But
Yeah.
since it's a single target, that's what they got.
I don't actively have another good action to do, actually.
If you could pop another potion.
if I had one.
We should buy more potions.
It's kind of been a while.
Can let me reach into my pocket and get my potion.
I guess I will use my lover's knot, which is a. I've been wearing it as a bracelet, I guess, but it will do. I'll get 6 healing. It didn't get used. Do I delete it now?
Yeah, you can just delete it.
And that's my turn.
Azadan.
Use this on Soba. Say you have to protect or you have to help Ortix. You cannot let your battle brother die or some it's something that they think will get Soba to act, not something they would probably say.
You're playing the part right now.
Yeah.
All right, let me see that diplomacy. 20.
That's right,
That's
that's
gonna be a
success.
success.
And then on Ortix.
So Soba, you recover 2d8. Oh wait, no, 1d8 stamina
1d8.
points. So you can roll that. Just living, roll healing.
I like that healing.
That's max, right?
15.
One off of
Sheesh,
max.
One off of
Yeah.
max.
Do I roll the stamina?
Yeah.
Either one of you. Yeah, just 1d8.
Just roll 1d8. You just add 7 to your standard.
Yippee! That brings me to 20.
And then I'm assuming Glacial isn't doing anything.
No.
Perfect.
Azadan doesn't. Well, I guess maybe that swing wouldn't hit because there's rocks in the way. But Azadan doesn't know that that's a 2-range swing.
In which case, Ortix, you feel what does your heal look like again, Azadan?
It's flames.
Alright, so you feel the heat, the warmth of Azadan's flames encompass you as your eyes shoot back open.
Ortix takes this moment of warmth and comfort for a second to close his eyes, steady himself, and steal his resolve as he refocuses and recenters himself. And then he will stand and he will trip this motherfucker. Seeing that he hasn't realized that Ortix has gotten up yet, he's going to knock him off balance again.
Steal resolves, stand trip.
Yep.
Boom! He hits the ground once more and lets out a roar as he falls, sort of takes the handle of his axe and like slams it into the ground in anger as he pushes himself back up again. You! And he turns around and he swings once at you, specifically Ortix.
Understandable.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's a crit. I did hold on to my hero point for this.
A good idea. Let me roll that damage.
Low roll.
We hope
I don't know about low roll. It might be an okay roll.
That's not a low roll.
Hey, what the
Bye.
fuck is that?
And here we go again. Dying. Is that dying 3?
You...
Or do I just spend my hero point to not die instantly?
You spend your hero point to not die instantly.
Awesome.
Okay.
By that hit would have just killed you if you did not have that hero point.
Yeah.
By stroke of luck, maybe as he sort of swings at you, you sort of trip on your back foot or something like that, and the axe just barely misses your vitals as you fall backwards into the ground and instantly stabilize. You are in bad shape right now, but you are not dying currently.
Huh.
Down once more. And he turns over to you, Soba. Now you. And he is going to roll with multiple attack penalty.
Damn.
Oh god.
And for the first time this fight, his axe hits the ground next to you as he swings it overhead, and you see it bury itself down into the rock and dirt of the cave. Soba, it is now your turn.
My friend is down again.
Is there a point in me reviving Soba or Arctics again? Like, will they just die if they get hit next time?
Well, they do go before the
Yeah, but they would
Cyclops.
die if
I-
they got hit again.
I am
Yeah.
unconscious currently.
yeah,
Unconscious
like,
but stable.
Yeah.
like if I heal them and they go down again, they just die permanently.
Yes,
They-
I will
they
die because I'm
will.
at wounded. I am wounded
Okay.
3.
Ortix
Gotcha.
could take a turn to like attack and then move, like just run away from where
Yeah,
the
but they could also
Cyclops
just move.
Yeah, that seems like something Ortix would do.
No, I don't want to kill my friend's character.
Ah, what Azadan said. Be
It's
like
okay,
Ortix. He's gonna crudely mimic Ortix's fighting stance. Natural 20.
Yeah! Oh my god, dice tell a story. Holy shit.
The dice tell a story.
Dice tell a story, roll crit.
Hold on, I gotta roll my flurry.
Hey, you don't get that. That's not how that works.
He does not know how to flurry.
Sorry, no.
He does not know how to flurry.
No, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Anyways,
Anyways, roll your-
my hero point.
Hold on, before that damage goes through, or I guess would that kill him?
That's 20.
So
You didn't roll the crit damage.
yeah, you
that's
didn't
20.
press the crit damage button. That's okay. I can just press double.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
You steady yourself for that first blow and strike him straight in the gut. And you see him stumble backwards and sort of lose his grip. And then
No, don't end then.
I figured as much.
you see
Ferocity.
him grip down tighter as he stays holding on. Barely.
Oh, that's right. You do have that.
I sure do.
So cause chain activates the critical specialization. Alrighty. What is the critical specialization for your fist?
That's a great
Brawling,
question.
I believe it's a fortitude save, which should be 19.
Class
I
DC
believe.
or be slowed 1. Alright, let me drop his fortitude save here.
Success. Cool. I think brawling focus should be changed to 1d6 persistent force damage.
What?
Give them a concussion.
Yeah, I think it should be like how Itadori has the fucking like the delayed impact.
Anyway, here is my trip attempt.
Dude, he's copying my style.
And I believe this has map, right?
Yes, it does have
It's an
map.
attack. So it'd be
Okay.
map minus.
I will warn
minus
you.
10.
There
Okay.
are negatives to critically failing stuff like terrain.
Oh, right.
Before
yeah,
you do
there
this.
are. That's
A
right.
friendly rules reminder.
Yeah, I have assurance, which means I get to ignore map.
First,
True.
you got to make it past this fight, though. Smile.
Yeah.
I'll make it past this fight.
He's gonna. I'm wondering if I should try to lead him away. Oh, brother. The dice tell a story, am I right, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Alright, and turn.
Okay, we've got 2 more oofs.
Finis. This is the top of a new round.
Let me hit him with another devise a stratagem. I'm thinking in my brain again.
I hope
Okay,
so.
the image
Great.
training.
Palace?
Dude, my
The
training
Mind
is so
Palace is
bad
nothing great.
today.
Oh, we just have to hit him once.
The Mind Palace has been ransacked.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna run up and hit this guy. I don't care.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh wait. Oops.
I just realized Azadin guarantee kills.
Oh, hang on. It doesn't
Not
matter.
guaranteed.
That's
It
true.
could
They
crit
could
succeed.
critical succeed. That's
It
true.
could roll a 20.
And I could have
brother.
pressed it unless it's 3 health or under. It's not guaranteed.
I think ferocity puts it back at 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. That was my stratagem roll. That doesn't count. That's not what I rolled.
Oh, true. Give me a real roll.
Even worse.
Ooh.
Ah.
Well,
there is always the option.
Which means Azadan, what would you like to do?
I guess we hit the club classics.
Let me give you that reflex save. A
Success means it
success,
still
however.
takes damage.
Roll the damage for the.
It doesn't get another reaction, does it? Because it hasn't gone yet.
And then it goes
Oh.
down. You blast it with your staff of water, pushing it over as it collapses onto the ground. End combat. End encounter.
Thank God.
I see Azadin immediately runs over towards Vortex.
Eyes open once more.
We're resting now.
Ortix spits blood over to his side as he wakes up. Whew. Huh. That guy was really angry at me.
He really
Yeah.
roughed us up good. Look, I have a scratch on my scales. He says in passing.
Yeah, he did. He looks down at probably a gaping wound.
Yeah.
This guy, Garcia's already looting it, by the way. The first thing she does is grab the axe and just drag it somewhere else.
To describe your new scar, Ortix, it is a cut that goes from like just above your sort of right pec down towards your ribs. Like
Hi,
it's
Zoro.
fully across your chest.
Ortix sort of pats his chest, smiles to himself a little bit, sort of having come to terms with that he might, at this point, like through several encounters, he might just die down here, and goes, "Another story to tell."
Looting around the room, you see the stuff that the Cyclops has on them. For terms of pricing, the Great Axe and Heavy Crossbow are both large, which
Yeah, I
increases
know.
their value.
Can I put them in the box? Otherwise, that doesn't mean anything to me.
We'll get to that shortly. Same with the hide armor. Putting them over to the side, you also find throughout the rummaging through the room.
But that axe would be awesome if I was a different kind of barbarian.
Yeah.
Huh.
You find a strange pendant amidst the corpses that seems to be one of the few things that hasn't been crushed or destroyed. And other than that, you find 15 gold.
As I was gonna just take that to buy potions.
On the other side of the room, Soba, you see the unconscious human laying against the wall as
More like the party
her
look.
eyes are still closed.
The party looks over from looting to see Soba holding this individual by like the cuff of the front of their shirt, just kind of shaking them a little bit. Wake up! You're safe now.
As you're shaking them, and they like their eyes are starting to open, but with the sort of force of your shake, you are causing them obvious distress.
Glacial pats Silva on the shoulder, like let them down.
Sets them back down on their feet. You know, they're totally safe. Big snake man looming over them.
You see them reach to their side, seeing both Glacial and Soba in front of them. They reach to their waist, and there is a broken vial there that they go to pull out, and then they sort of cut themselves on it, realizing that it's broken, and they start to panic more. Who are you? Last time I was awake, the cycle. Where's the? And looking over.
Signals over.
We're looting it.
Glacial signals over as the person looks, and Asuna is just pointing poking the Cyclops with their staff.
Letting out a large breath and sort of sliding down against the wall until she's sitting. She says, "Okay, so collecting my head, I'm assuming that the two of you, well, 5 of you, aren't here to kill me?"
No. Well,
not unless you give us reason.
Yeah.
You see, as she's saying this, she's also like sidling herself over towards the spilled box that's next to her.
I'm gonna use my free action to move with her.
She hears you slide up as she's like reaching into the box and looks up and is like,
So it was like unblinking, just like looking down at her.
As long as you don't mean us harm, we don't mean you harm.
No,
Yeah,
of course not. I was just passing through and got caught unawares by that beast.
Strong fellow, that one.
It was okay.
She carefully, taking passing glances over at Soba, starts collecting her things that have spilled out of the box.
What kind of things is Soba looking at as she's putting them away?
You see some like closed tubes that you might not realize, but Glacio would, that probably have scrolls in them. Some shiny trinkets here and there, a large shining gemstone on top of several flasks, some of which are broken now. And as she collects them and closes the box, she sort of like puts her whole weight on it and like sits on it. Okay, first things first, to talk myself into a better situation. Hello, I'm Util. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Util?
Util, yes.
Ortix scratches his head. Not a name he's heard before.
I'm Soba.
Soba, a pleasure to meet you. And she gives a slightly nervous smile and reaches a hand up towards you.
Just like coming in from the right, like to dap up, but just like grabs the arm and then gives it a firm shake.
Yes, very much a pleasure.
Azadan kind of like walks over to Themis and just like signals for them to hand over the journal for a second, and flips the pages to the name. It is on the 7 on the fate die.
Yeah.
Has this person been encountered before?
Yeah,
Yes.
by other party.
Soba doesn't read that shit.
No, neither does Ortix. He has no idea.
I feel like Azadan and Themis at least like trade the box and the book back and forth for like accounting or like passing messages for the sales and stuff. But, like they have like a basic concept of what's in there at least.
So what are you doing down here in the hollow?
Well, as many people who have made it down this far, trying to get down to the bottom.
Why?
Her nervousness has become a slight irritation as she is now getting interrogated. I am just I'm looking for some things here.
You
Well,
two
this
are
is-
seeking battles that have never been seen before on the surface, like I. I understand.
Wrong B word. Bargains are more what I'm looking for than battles, but being a merchant is similar to battling, just more of a battle of wits than a battle of fists.
I have shown Ortix the book at this point, and I'm going to walk over to Soba and do the same.
Just in
What,
front
have
of
you
you,
encountered
Dill.
this person before? Or
The other
that
team.
the other party has?
Yeah.
I'm going to open the book for the first time in a long time. Where the fuck I don't even know how to find it.
I show you. Like in universe, it's on Fate's Die number 7.
Oh,
Does Soba know how to read?
yes.
Okay.
I at the beginning of the game was pretty tempted to have him not even speak common, but I,
Yeah.
for everyone's benefit, decided against it. So you make goods.
Huh? Yes.
Book right here says you're a merchant who makes goods.
The
Rachel
what?
immediately starts trying to defuse the situation.
she tilts her head. A very curious journal you have there, considering we haven't met.
I've never seen this journal in my life either. Interesting.
That's not true. Like, as an end yells from the room that they're in.
Do you want to buy our axe and crossbow and hide leather?
Util puts both of her hands together and sort of brings them up to her nose as she centers herself. Okay.
I get it.
One thing at a time. You guys look fairly beat up after that. Thank you, by the way.
What?
I didn't get to that. Thank you for saving me.
Ortix is just sort of lying on the ground still. He's taking a break.
'Tis but a scuff. 1 HP down.
To second that, we can talk shop, literally. Could we please get at least a little bit away from here?
I feel like the safest place to be is where the big monster was defending before they died.
I
Even if it stinks a little bit.
suppose.
If anything else comes by, I'll beat it up.
How big is this? Big is this? Right, like choke point right here. I want to call it.
About 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, but like in
Actually-
universe, like is it like a hole like deeper in? Is it just like 15 feet or smaller? Like-
Yeah, it's about like it the cave in general for like the tunnels and stuff, similar to like down at the bottom. It
Yeah.
goes between about 15 and 20 feet.
Okay.
Sort of wherever you are. Sometimes going into smaller chokes like the 5-foot part here. But
Yeah.
for the most part, the actual tunnels are about 10 to 15.
Okay, so this is defensible.
I suppose you're right on that front. In which case, let's rest up here and get my things ready, and I'll show you what I've got, and we can make some deals.
Thumbs up.
Uh,
He'll also give her some space instead of looming over her as he's
yeah. Azadan's gonna call Soba over to just start pushing this body to block one of the entrances to like so we can rest without having to defend it. It's like maybe over here, like in the where we came in.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
As Soba steps away, Util visibly gets less tense.
Rachel will just like nod. I get it. It's all right.
As you guys, where are you putting the body? Just sort of in front of where you guys came from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like maybe not lodge it in there, but like block it off for now. Like they'll
Okay.
probably clean it up after, but like just a little bit of defense. Because
Util gets up and goes to the side of the cave that doesn't have all of the
Yeah.
blood and bones and various other filth, and begins to set up her things. You see her the box that she has. She folds different parts of it, and it becomes this little storefront that she has a little cushion that she plops on the ground that she sits on, and after probably around 10-ish minutes, gets it all set up and says, "Okay, to anyone willing, welcome to my pop-up shop." Boom! I'll drive it out as a token.
Whoa.
You guys should be able to double click on that. You can see everything, and I'll do this for chat as well. You can see everything that is in her shop and how much it costs as well. And she pulls out from sort of the depths of the box a little cauldron and plops it next to her. If you have any materials or any weapons or the such that you would like to get rid of, I am willing to buy them off of you. Of course, if they're used, I'm not going to be taking them at full value, but I will give you gold for the materials spent.
As Zidan's eyeing the circumference of the cauldron and looking at the axe, and he's like, "Does this fit?"
Util gives a little chuckle. It's like, don't worry about it. It where there's a will, there's a way. There's some pretty neat stuff in here. The biggest thing is, as far as stuff that you can't normally buy from Lilith, you can only buy stuff up to your level from town, and you can't buy anything uncommon or rare. There are a couple things in this shop that are item level 4, so you can get them early. And then on top of that, there are varying rarities. So
She got tattoos.
true. She is willing to put them on you. Oh, I forgot to. I can do. I'll do. Since we're still in the cave with the blood and the bones, so feel free to take a peek through here. Also,
Can we just like sell the stuff that was on the Cyclops just so we can, or was that just a 15 GP that we got?
yeah, no, that was not the 15 GP. We can start with
Okay,
that. We can
yeah,
do
let's
this
just
in
sell that
whatever order you guys want to.
so we don't have like at least in comparison to this, we don't have a whole lot to give.
Did you guys already add the 15 gold that you guys
I
got?
grabbed it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spend that on potions, I think. We'll see.
I will say you guys also have like 5 crossbows and some short swords and some other stuff in your stash as well. Some like things
Yeah,
of leather armor.
Sell it
We don't-
all.
Yeah,
Sell
we're
it
not
off.
gonna use that.
Okay, let me start by crunching some numbers there. So everything is going to be selling at half. So that would be 16 more gold. There is a total of 101 gold now in your stash. Do you want to sell the snare kits as well, or do you want to keep them?
Might as well. I don't think any of us can even use them.
If nobody can use them, there's no point in having them.
What are they for again?
It's setting traps.
These, since they're kits and they seem fairly unused, they're going to sell at full value. 10 gold.
Do we care about the savior spike at all?
Are we selling that?
I mean, I'm asking if we want it.
Somebody
I
should
think we
probably
should
put
hold
that.
Also, I think we should
Yeah.
hold talismans.
Talismans we should just keep.
Okay.
Those are pretty valuable consumables. Everlight crystal could be useful, so we don't always have to use torches.
That's what I was thinking.
I always got a torch on me. I can always eat the fire from the torches.
Yeah, I think just having a second source of light
Mm.
would be nice, especially one that's not consumable.
Cool. So is that something you guys are grabbing then?
Yeah,
They want to. I
it's a
don't.
good idea.
Cool. Minus 15 gold.
What's the light on it?
Same as a torch.
Oh, that's good. That's fine.
Requiring no
Why does-
oxygen, generating no heat.
And it's just on all the time.
Yep.
You can cover it, but
Yeah, you can cover it with a cloth or something of the sort to put it out. TM.
I think anything.
Yeah, I mean, it just
interested in-
covers the light. But...
Yeah. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
like it'll still be on when you uncover it.
Yeah. Cool. I will put that in the stash.
Like anything that I'm interested in is expensive.
I will also point out the potent bane ammunition is special because it, rather than having to choose like a specific type, it is just the bane of all of those types. So it does the extra poison damage against all of those types. And with it being ammunition, it could be for any ranged weapon as well.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Minor
buy all 3 of
those.
her minor potions.
Sure.
Minus...
Level 4 staff.
Yeah. So I've been looking at either of the staves. The healer's gloves would be good for Themis.
Expensive though.
Yeah, that's why it's like everything I'm looking at is expensive. And the bewitching bloom red rose is something I actually DM'd Miscelia like about before. I'm pretty sure.
probably as you're looking through and Azadan, and she sees your face visibly like sour at a couple of the price tags. She gives a smile and says, "Well, for saving my life and all, I will give 30 gold worth of credit. So, I'm not actually giving you 30 gold, but you can buy 30
Yes.
gold worth of stuff here. I feel like that's, certainly worth my life."
I wanted to say like a gift card, but that's just not.
Yeah, like a gift card.
I feel like the red rose stuff is in character, but also the way that it works could have like if two of you are fighting in melee range with each other, you can start gaining temporary HP, which I know would clash with Soba, but I don't think it would clash with Vortex.
I don't know if that's applicable.
I was already planning on giving you a tattoo with consent, so
Oh well, if you can give me that one, then
yeah, that one. Some of these are higher level than I can even do. So the first 3 on here, on the equipment tab, I can realistically do. I don't have the recipes for some of them, but like the bewitching blooms, pretty cool because I can't do them. So
yeah, I had my eye on either that or the healer's gloves or like maybe the staves. But all of those are really expensive. So even if I grab the staff of earth, it's still like 30 gold. And I also already have another staff on me.
there's also the wand of heal.
I do have 2 of those already.
Mm.
Plus my actual spell. There's more reflex saves on the staff of earth.
I'll point out oil of potency are pretty cool. At least for now. They can you put it onto weapon or suit of armor, and that item becomes magically potent. If item is a weapon, it temporarily becomes +1 striking weapon, which means you get your a second damage die. And then if it's armor, it temporarily becomes +1 resilient armor, which
That would be equitable to Themis almost exclusively, right? 'Cause unless you count the wraps as weapons,
yeah,
they
the
can't use
the, the wraps would
okay.
count.
Which item is this? What's the name?
I'll put it
Oil
in
of
chat.
potency.
Oh,
I was looking at that earlier as well.
Well, she's got 4 of them, so.
This Aeon Stone is pretty
Wait.
nice.
Oh, okay. Does everybody know their language is a sign language? Because the operation gloves are cool, but if this is not going to be applicable most of the time, then it's not that useful.
This Aeon Stone could be pretty nice. Grease and +1 fortitude to grapple and swallow attempts.
But why would I
So-
ever put anything that would try to grapple or swallow you?
You won't get me with your Vixen tricks, GM. I know you've already got some bullshit waiting for us. This triangular teeth kind of gives you nimble dodge, which is neat.
I was planning on giving triangular teeth to Soba. I have tattoo artist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will also say that if you want to, because like she obviously has like designs of these different tattoos as samples, like drawn on paper and stuff. If you want to, you can ask her to teach you the recipes as well.
That would
for
be
some of
pretty
these.
cool. I know that I definitely don't have Navigator's Star or Memoir Map, nor do I have the Bewitching Blooms. Although, would I even be able to learn the Bewitching Blooms because they're a higher level than me?
You may not be able to learn it like right now, but you could always purchase it, and like she would essentially give you the kit. Like, since she knows that you can do tattoos and stuff, she could just give you the supplies to essentially be able to make it, and then you can reverse engineer it later and learn the formula for it. It would just take a crafting
Interesting.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how to think about the tattoos is they come as materials and then you need somebody to actually put them onto you. So, with different sort of mixtures of inks and so on and so forth.
I mean, if someone feels very strongly enough to buy one of the tattoos, like if they think they would get use out of it, then we can do that, but I don't feel the need to do that at the moment.
Other than that, as far as just getting the formulas straight up go and not having to like reverse engineer them and stuff like that, it is for the memoir map and navigation star. Since they're both item level 1, it is 1 GP per to get the formulas for them.
Oh yeah, I will buy that.
Is there one of those ones that you wanted, Azadan? One of the bewitching ones?
Yeah, I wanted to grab the red rose, but 90 gold is a lot of gold.
Yeah, essentially it's like one of these higher level items, or we get a couple consumables, is essentially what we're looking at right now. Or like a couple of the lower level equipment.
What would we be looking at if we're doing lower level?
Well, Thinness is getting the tattoo recipes, so that...
I think the most useless thing I can see is the apparition gloves, like, if they're applicable more often than not. Because I don't know American Sign Language, but I speak English. Like,
I think the Aeon Stone is useful as an option. I think Bracelet of Dashing could also be nice. I don't know who would want that if we grabbed it.
thinking you would probably benefit more, or like...
I probably won't ever need it.
Yeah, that's...
+1 to acrobatics and a plus 10-foot status bonus to movement.
I'm biased because I think the healer's gloves would be cool, but
That is a vote in for the healer's gloves.
I suggested them out loud, so I'm on board, I suppose.
Alright.
Spend it if you got it. That's money's only purpose.
Perfect. In which
So-
case, I will drag this over to your stash and take that 113 to
23.
33.
No?
33.
Nope, you're right.
But if you
Gotcha.
run into Util again, ideally she should still have a lot of this stuff, unless the other party ends up buying some of the stuff. So.
How'd she getting across the way so fast?
Well,
if you look at one of the items in her inventory, it'll make a lot of sense.
Is it in her shop or in her inventory?
It's in her shop still. The potion of emergency escape.
Ah.
She makes several of them a day.
would anyone be opposed to me grabbing the apparition globes?
go for it. I think that's funny.
Alright, time for Azaden to teach everyone sign language, baby.
Get
That's
ready to learn
good.
Chinese, buddy.
People are fine with it, because that would drop us to like 10 something gold.
8 gold.
Yeah,
That's
if people
cool.
aren't, because we also need potions still. Because I got some, but we have like 4. I have 4. I don't know how much everybody else has.
I have
Two.
an elixir of life on me.
You guys
I don't
have
have any
quite a
money.
few spread out amongst yourselves. You guys also have 2 minor healing potions in the stash. Plus, you have quite a bit of daily healing now, especially with the healer's gloves. So
I'll probably hold on to the Everlight Crystal for now, unless anybody
Yeah.
else wants it.
Oh, that's
It's on.
fine. I can generate my own light.
So I'll do that, and I will also slap the gloves in here.
Okay.
You guys also have an unidentified object in inventory.
Yeah, but I want to identify it.
Reveal.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Actually,
My whole room lit up.
Don't like that.
That is not actually good enough.
I don't know.
Still having trouble figuring out what it is.
so the Everlight Crystal only shines if I have it as held in one hand, but it seems like I can just like have it on my belt, like hang it on my belt or something. Do I have to be holding it?
I feel like you could just move
Realistically,
it
you
over
could.
and like in on your sheet, and then in character you're still not holding it if you need it.
It's.
The fucking brightest bird.
I can also turn that brightness down a little bit.
No.
I just edit the icon.
Shiny bird.
Shiny bird.
Since we have some of that downtime, I will. Can I treat wounds on myself?
I
Yeah,
wanted to long
you can
rest
treat wounds
immediately
yourself.
after this, by the way.
That's fine. I just want to try. I
Okay.
want to see what this looks like. I have a +6 to medicine, and I'm trained in it. So.
Oh.
Nice.
Corinne?
Alright, plays well.
He was born for this.
Critical success 48. And wounded condition is removed. You can also just click the 48 that's there.
I'm looking at the scrolls I have.
It is divine and occult, so no, you can't.
Okay, I'm just gonna sell that to her.
That is 8 more GP.
Yeah, I'll just stop looking. I can.
I'll turn off my light for now.
My room gets darker.
the picture of the sticker of Susie, like the light.
Yes.
Seeing as everyone is looking done with her shop, she puts the cauldron back in the box. By the way, when like for part of when you guys are doing the shopping, she was like standing above the cauldron, like pushing in the great axe with her foot, like just trying to kick it in there. She did eventually melt it down.
Okay.
Like trying to put a set of pasta into a pot that's too small.
Yeah. Alrighty. Pleasure doing business. She packs up her emporium, and she folds it a few other ways, and it folds into like a chair, and she sits down in it. So, from the sounds of it, you guys were going to rest here?
Yes.
That's the plan.
Perfect. Do you mind if I stay here for the time?
Help yourself.
Yeah, feel free. You should probably watch for signs of a concussion, but
Yeah.
we will do our best if that happens.
I'm just going to sit here and, well, first treat myself. And you see her crack open one of her own healing potions and throw it back as she leans back in the chair. With you guys doing rest, I want to ask first, more for flavor than anything, how have you guys been doing watches as you guys are resting? You know, some of you are sleeping for a good portion of the 8 hours, while the rest of you, are you doing it in like groups of one, like one person at watch at a time, 2 people at a time?
I kind of been assuming that we do like one person's up for a couple hours and then we wake up another person, do 2 hours, but
Yeah. Azadan and Glacial take variable shifts, or sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's both of them awake if they need to watch more of the area, but...
Cool. In which case, I will fast forward the time, at least start fast forwarding it, and you guys can refresh your spell slots and any like per day things that you have. Reset your health, reset your stamina, reset your resolve, and -1 ration.
Ration. We probably need to start looking at cooking.
Let's say it is in between Thinnis and Ortix's shift. Thinnis, as you're going to wake up Ortix, you hear something echoing through the caves. It sounds like heavy rainfall.
spooky. Can I roll like nature to see if this is extremely unusual or if it's like closer than it should be?
Yeah, you can roll recall knowledge, baby. You think back to when you guys were up up on the first layer still and wandering around sort of the cliffs. And there was a moment in there where you heard heavy rainfall from
Mhm.
below the cloud barrier. You think that this is certainly the same sort of sound, the same sort of feeling, as it almost causes, like, especially with it echoing between the flowers, it feels like it kind of makes the room shake. Your worry is it isn't as bad for this area based on like the caves that you've gone through. Your worry going forward would be if you guys are in, say, like the bottom of a cave, like a pit or something like that. If it
Yeah.
started flooding the caves, it could cause problems.
Can all of us swim?
I think you have. I think you can roll a check for it. Like
Yeah,
athletics.
it's athletics. You don't have to be trained in it to swim. I don't think anybody has a swim speed unless Soba does. Question mark.
Next level.
So not yet.
He is a water Nagashi. That is only relevant next level, though.
I will say on top of that as well, with how hard it sounds like it's raining, and it could just be amplified because of the like the
Little
sound of it
flowers.
could be amplified because of the flowers, but it would also be a concern if you were out on the cliff sides. And as you're sort of thinking on this, you wake up Ortix for his shift.
Yeah, I kind of like let Ortix know that's not an issue. Like it's fine. Like waking up to just loud rainfall, like I'd probably be alerted.
The winter seasons of back home. And he'll nod that Dennis mentioning that it shouldn't be an issue for now and slowly get himself up and post it up for watching as he sort of patrols around the area, keeping an eye on anyone trying to move the Cyclops and then anything coming from the other end.
Cool. And you hear this rain continue for around 2 hours before it starts to lighten up.
I don't see anything dripping from like the ceiling of the cave or anything, right?
Nope. And with that, rested 8 hours later, your group begins to get up. And as sort of everybody gets up and gets ready, Util is also packing her box and slinging it over her shoulders on two thick leather straps. And she looks to the party and says, I'll be going on ahead to stay out of your hair. Be safe and hope to see you again farther down.
Take care.
Thumbs up.
And with that, you see her start to run into the cave, a spare Everlight crystal sort of at her hip. And as she gets like a little bit down the cave, you see her pull a flask from her waist and throw it back. And then she starts like flying out of view as she turns a corner.